The strongest person is not the one who never falls, but the one who rises every time, with wisdom. Welcome to Stoic Habit Builder, your space to strengthen the mind, calm the spirit, and build habits that lead to true freedom. Here, we don't chase motivation, we practice mastery. We don't try to control the world, we learn to command ourselves. Every week we dive into timeless Stoic principles and turn them into simple, daily practices you can live by. Because real growth isn't about changing everything overnight. It's about becoming a little wiser, a little stronger, every single day. So if you're ready to live with clarity, courage, and calm, welcome home. You're exactly where you need to be. How many of us truly live to our full potential every single day? Think about it. Most people wake up, go through the same motions, and call it living. But deep down, they know they're capable of more peace, more clarity, more purpose. Yet something always seems to hold them back. The Stoics believed that life isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about mastering the moment you are free in. They taught that your mind, when trained, becomes your greatest ally. And when you learn to direct it, not the other way around, that is when your real potential begins to unfold. In this video, we're going to explore 9 powerful Stoic principles. Timeless tools that will help you strengthen your mind, nurture your spirit, and live with intention. These aren't just philosophical ideas to admire. They are practical disciplines you can apply every single day. Because Stoicism isn't about detaching from life. It's about engaging with it fully. It's about learning to stay calm in chaos, to see clearly when others panic, and to keep walking your path even when the world tries to pull you off course. And here's the truth. The gap between who you are and who you could become isn't filled with luck. It is filled with discipline, reflection, and courage. The kind of courage that the Stoics lived by every day. So if you've ever felt like you were capable of more, that there is something inside you waiting to be unlocked, this journey is for you. Together, we'll uncover how to think like a Stoic, act with purpose, and live as if your potential isn't something distant, but something you can embody right here, right now. Take a deep breath. This is where the transformation begins. 1. I am capable. Every morning when you wake up before the world starts demanding your attention, there's one truth you need to remind yourself of. I am capable. Now, this isn't arrogance. It's not about pretending to be perfect or superior. It's about acknowledging the quiet power that already exists within you. The Stoics believed that strength isn't something we search for. It is something we remember. Because everything you need to face the day is already inside you. Life will throw challenges your way. Unexpected setbacks, harsh words, unfair situations. And in those moments, it's easy to forget your strength, to shrink, to think, maybe I'm not good enough. But when you stand tall and tell yourself, I am capable, something shifts. Your mind realigns. You stop looking for external validation and start building from the inside out. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's exactly what this affirmation means. It's not about controlling the world. It's about mastering your reaction to it. When you believe in your capability, you begin to carry yourself differently. People notice it. In your posture, your voice, your calmness. Confidence isn't loud. It's a steady presence that says, I can handle this. So, before you step into your next meeting, your next challenge, or your next conversation, pause and say it. Not as a wish, but as a statement of truth. I am capable. Because you are. And when you finally start believing that, the world begins to respond to you differently. Not because it suddenly changed, but because you did. Remember, capability isn't given to you. It's revealed through action, through endurance, through faith in yourself. So start your day not in doubt, but in certainty. You are capable. And that's where everything begins. 2. I shape my reality. The Stoics believed that your perception creates your world. 2 people can live through the exact same event. One sees tragedy, the other sees a lesson. One feels trapped, The other sees an opportunity to grow. The difference isn't in what happened. The difference is in how they chose to see it. You shape your reality every single day, not through luck or circumstances, but through how you interpret what happens to you. When you realize this, you stop waiting for the perfect moment and you start creating it. Think about it. How many times have we told ourselves, "I'll start when things calm down," or "I'll be happy when this changes"? But life rarely calms down. The Stoics remind us, don't wait for the storm to pass. Learn to walk through it with clarity and purpose. Every thought, every decision, every small action is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. And with each one, you are painting the story of who you are becoming. If your thoughts are dark, the world seems darker. But if you train your mind to look for meaning, for growth, for gratitude, even in pain, you begin to see colors that others miss. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." That's not just philosophy, that's power. Because when you control your perspective, you take back your freedom. You stop reacting to life and start creating it. So today, choose to see with intention. Choose courage over fear, action over waiting, and growth over comfort. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the artist of your reality. And the masterpiece you create, it begins the moment you decide to pick up the brush. 3. My path is clear. Every morning, remind yourself, my path is clear. Not because life is easy, not because the road ahead is free of obstacles, but because you know where you're going, and that's what gives you power. The Stoics taught that clarity isn't about predicting the future. It's about choosing how you'll move through it. When your purpose is strong, the noise fades. The doubts lose their grip. The distractions that once pulled you in every direction suddenly lose their power over you. Your path won't always look perfect. Sometimes it will twist, sometimes it will test you. But that doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're growing. Every obstacle isn't a wall, it's a stepping stone. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." So when life throws challenges at you, a delay, a rejection, a disappointment, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead ask, "How can this serve me?" That shift in perspective changes everything. It transforms frustration into focus, fear into fuel. When your path is clear, you stop chasing approval. You stop comparing, and you stop waiting for everything to make sense. You start acting, not from confusion, but from conviction. Let go of the weight of yesterday and the worry of tomorrow. The Stoics remind us, the only moment you can truly live is now. So walk with presence, act with purpose, and trust that every step, even the difficult ones, is guiding you towards something meaningful. Your path doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. And when you walk it with courage and clarity, you'll realize something powerful. The way forward has always been right in front of you. Because the moment you decide to see it, your path becomes clear. 4. I grow stronger daily. Growth isn't a straight line. Some days you move forward with fire in your heart, and other days it feels like you're barely holding on. But here's the truth, you're still growing, even when it doesn't look like it, even when you can't see it. The Stoics understood that strength isn't built overnight. It's forged through time, through struggle, through consistency. Every challenge you face, every setback you overcome, adds another layer to your resilience. You won't always feel powerful. You won't always feel motivated. And that's okay, because growth isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. The Stoics remind us to be patient with ourselves, to accept that even slow progress is still progress. Think about a tree. It doesn't grow because someone is watching it. It grows quietly beneath the surface, little by little, every single day. You're the same way. Every small act of discipline, every moment you choose peace over anger, every time you get back up after falling, you re-strengthening the foundation of who you are. And yes, there will be days when you feel like you've taken a step back. But even those days carry lessons: humility, patience, self-compassion. They teach you how to keep moving, even when the path feels heavy. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." So when life tests you, remind yourself, this is part of the process. This is how strength is built, not in comfort, but in challenge. Celebrate the small victories. Honor the slow days, because every single one of them is shaping you into someone wiser, calmer, and more unshakable than before. So say it with conviction. I grow stronger daily. Because the truth is, you are. And every sunrise gives you another chance to prove it. Do I commit to excellence? Excellence isn't a destination. It's not a medal, a title, or a number in your bank account. Excellence is a standard of living, a daily commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, no matter who's watching. The Stoics didn't chase perfection, they pursued virtue. They believed that true excellence lies in your effort, your discipline, and your integrity. It is not about being better than someone else. It is about being better than you were yesterday. When you commit to excellence, you stop measuring yourself by comparison. You start measuring yourself by consistency. Did you give your best today? Were you honest, fair, courageous, and disciplined? The 4 Stoic virtues that define strength of character? If so, then you've already succeeded. Excellence isn't built in the spotlight. It is forged in the quiet moments when no one is around. It's in the way you hold yourself accountable, how you show up when you're tired, and how you keep your word when it's inconvenient. That's where true mastery begins. And here is the thing, you don't need to control the outcome to live excellently. You just need to control your input, your mindset, your effort, your actions. Because when you give your all, life responds. Maybe not instantly, but inevitably. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." That's the Stoic approach to excellence, less talk, more action. So let this be your vow. Each day, show up with integrity, work with discipline, speak with honesty, act with courage. Because excellence isn't found in what you achieve, it is revealed in how you live. And when you live by that standard, even ordinary days become extraordinary. 6. Excuses do not define me. We've all done it, made excuses. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll start tomorrow. But the truth is, excuses are just comfort in disguise. They feel safe for a moment, but they quietly steal your potential. They're the soft pillow that lulls you into mediocrity. The Stoics understood this. They taught that our power lies not in what happens to us, but in how we choose to respond. When we make excuses, we give away that power. We surrender control. But when we take responsibility, when we stop blaming circumstances, people, or luck, we reclaim it. Every time you choose action over excuses, you strengthen your inner muscle, discipline, courage, and integrity. You prove to yourself that you are not defined by your fears or your failures, but by your response to them. Think about it. Excuses might explain why you didn't do something, but they'll never build anything. They can justify your comfort, but they can't create your growth. The Stoic path is simple. Control what you can, accept what you can't, and act with purpose. No one is coming to hand you your best life. You have to build it moment by moment, choice by choice. So the next time your mind says, "I can't," pause. Ask yourself, is that the truth or just a story you're telling to protect your comfort zone? Because the moment you drop the excuse, you step into power. You begin to live not as a victim of circumstance, but as the author of your own life. Excuses might whisper, "Stay where you are." But your soul knows better. It's waiting for you to stand up and say, "I am stronger than my reasons. My actions define me, not my excuses." And when you live by that truth, there are no limits left, only possibilities. 7. I am designed for greatness. You were not born by accident. You were designed and crafted for greatness. But let's be clear. Greatness isn't about fame, wealth, or standing above others. True greatness is the quiet power of living with purpose, of using your gifts to lift the world around you. Each of us has something unique, a strength, a voice, a perspective that no one else can offer. And yet too many people spend their lives comparing, competing, chasing approval. The Stoics would call that a waste of divine potential. You see, you don't have to prove your worth. You already have it. What you need is to awaken it, to step into the role you were meant to play. When you shift your mindset from, I have to do this, to, I get to do this, everything changes. Responsibility turns into privilege. Effort becomes gratitude. And suddenly, life stops feeling like a burden. It becomes a calling. Being designed for greatness means embracing responsibility, the duty to grow, to serve, and to give your best every single day. It means recognizing that your talent isn't just for you. It's for others, for your family, your community, humanity itself. So ask yourself, what if your potential isn't waiting for the perfect moment, but waiting for you to believe? Because once you believe, your actions change. Your discipline deepens, your focus sharpens. You start carrying yourself differently, not with arrogance, but with quiet confidence. The Stoics taught that excellence is not a gift, but a practice. And greatness is not about becoming more than others. It's about becoming more of who you truly are. So today, remind yourself, you are not ordinary. You are built for impact. You are designed for greatness, not someday, but right now. 8 external opinions do not sway me. There is a kind of peace that comes when you stop letting other people's opinions control your life. When you finally realize, you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. The Stoics called it the inner citadel, a fortress of the mind. Inside that fortress, no insult, no judgment, no rumor can reach you. Because in that place, you know who you are, what you stand for, and what truly matters. But here's the truth. Most people live outside their own fortress. They chase approval, fear rejection, and bend their values just to fit in. They become prisoners of other people's opinions that often come from those who don't even know them, or worse, don't even care. When you build your inner citadel, you take your power back. You learn to listen without absorbing. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every comment deserves your reaction. You begin to tell the difference between feedback that refines you and noise that distracts you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know what they are talking about." And that's the essence of Stoic strength, to live anchored in your values, not in someone else's validation. When you stop being swayed by external opinions, you become unshakable. People will notice. They'll sense a calm confidence in you, the kind that doesn't need to shout or explain. And ironically, that's when you inspire others most, by simply being true to yourself. So let the world talk. Let them judge, misunderstand, or doubt. While they speak, you act. While they question, you grow. And while they watch, you rise. Because no voice is stronger than the one that echoes inside your own heart. Steady, grounded, and free. 9. I embrace the present moment. Most people are either trapped in the past or anxious about the future. They replay old mistakes, regret missed chances, or worry about what might go wrong tomorrow. But here's the truth. Life is not happening yesterday or tomorrow. It's happening right now, in this exact moment. The Stoics remind us, the present moment is the only place where life truly exists. It's where you can act, love, create, and change your destiny. Yet we waste so much of it, lost in thoughts, distractions, or comparing ourselves to what could have been. Think about this. Every breath you take is a reminder that you are alive now. Not in the story your mind keeps replaying, not in the fear of what's next, but here in this sacred moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." He wasn't saying forget the past or ignore the future. He meant use your energy where it matters most, today, because this is where your choices take shape. This is where your power lies. When you embrace the present, you stop reacting out of fear and start responding with purpose. You stop chasing perfection and start appreciating progress. You begin to see beauty in the ordinary. A sunrise, a conversation, a quiet walk. And here's the secret. Presence doesn't just make life calmer, it makes it richer. You become more creative, more connected, more alive. You start to feel life again, not just think about it. So today, slow down. Take a breath. Notice what's in front of you. The sound of your own heartbeat, the light in the room, the simple gift of being here. Don't let your life slip away while your mind is somewhere else. The past has already taught you. The future will meet you soon enough. But the present, this moment, is where your strength, peace, and joy live. And that's the ultimate Stoic mastery. Not escaping life, but fully living it, one present moment at a time. A fulfilling life doesn't begin with grand achievements or perfect plans. It begins with a choice. The choice to live with intention, clarity, and wisdom each day. The 9 Stoic principles we explored aren't abstract philosophies meant to sit in old books. They are living tools, daily reminders that help you rise above chaos, master your emotions, and move through life with strength and peace. When you wake up and take a moment to repeat them, I am capable. I shape my reality. My path is clear. I grow stronger daily. I commit to excellence. Excuses do not define me. I am designed for greatness. External opinions do not sway me. I embrace the present moment. Something powerful happens inside you. Your mind becomes focused. Your spirit becomes calm. You begin to walk through the world with quiet confidence, not because everything is easy, but because you know who you are. The Stoics believed that wisdom isn't a destination, it's a daily practice. It's in the way you breathe before reacting, the way you choose courage instead of comfort, the way you return to your principles even when life tests you. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone or rush into the noise of the world, take a few moments to remind yourself of these truths. Let them ground you, let them guide you. Because every sunrise gives you a new chance. A chance to live deeper, to love wiser, to grow stronger. You don't need to control everything, you only need to master yourself. And as you keep practicing day by day, you'll realize, this is what true greatness looks like. Not fame, not perfection, but the quiet strength of a person who lives with purpose and peace, one mindful day at a time. Welcome to the journey, your Stoic journey, where every day is an opportunity to live with wisdom, courage, and grace. If this message spoke to you, take a moment before you go. Breathe in, let it settle. And remember, wisdom only grows when it's practiced. If you're ready to keep learning, to keep growing stronger in mind and spirit, join our community here. Subscribe. Not for more noise, but for reminders that bring you back to your center. Share this video with someone who might need it today. Someone who's been fighting quietly, trying to find peace in the chaos. Together, let's build a life that's not just successful, but meaningful. A life of strength, stillness, and purpose. Because this is how we live wisely, one mindful day at a time.